Judas was a pretty twisted individual to not only do what he did by betraying Jesus, but how he did it, as if it was really no big deal. And look, I realize I'm making him out to be an easy target because he really is. But this is also a good reminder for us not to be like Judas. And I'll elaborate on that in just a second. But to give you some backstory here, hours before he leads this mob into the Garden of Gethsemane, he's eating the Passover meal with Jesus. Jesus says one will betray him. Judas plays it off like, oh, it won't be me, like no big deal, even though he knew he had already started that process. He already made the deal with these religious leaders that he was going to do this. The plan was in place. And then fast forward a few hours, he's leading this mob to the garden, and he tells them that he'll give them a sign of how they'll know who to arrest. He says, "Greetings, Rabbi," with an exclamation point in the scripture, and kisses Jesus. I mean, how messed up that is. I can't even wrap my head around what could have been going through Judas's mind, as if, it was no big deal what he was doing. My reminder is that you can be with Jesus, you can say you're a Christian, but really following him is a whole different story. Judas was with Jesus for a number of years. He quote unquote followed Jesus, but he clearly was not following Jesus. He never really let Jesus into his heart because of his behavior, what we see here, what we read about, what he did and how he did it. Almost like he didn't even care. And of course it wouldn't end well for Judas. We'll get to that. But if you don't allow Jesus into your heart and you just say, oh, I'm a believer, and you don't dive into his word and read it and implement it into your own life, then he will not change you. You can say all the right things. You can go through the motions, check all the boxes, go to church on Sunday, even Wednesdays from time to time. You can tithe. You can do a laundry list of things. But if you're not allowing him in, he cannot shape your heart. He cannot show you who you were created to be unless you actually give him a chance. Judas really didn't give him a chance, and it didn't end well for him. It won't end well for us if we don't genuinely let Jesus in and let him work on us, because we all need work. We all have flaws. Even as you let him in, you will never be perfect. I am far from perfect. Even on my best day, I know I still have plenty of room to grow. But the more that I let him in, the more he can prune away, the better I can become. For him, for his glory. Become the person that he created me to be. Nothing of this world can do that for you. I've chased plenty of worldly things, aspirations and dreams and what I thought I wanted to do with my life. But when I laid those down and I pursued him, far greater things were waiting for me. And I know you will have the same experience.